When the commander-in-chief called me, my heart just started beating through my chest. Jen was by my side. She came in, I told her a call might come in, hoping, anticipating, but you know, the realization of it really happening hadn't sunk in, trying to just take it a moment at a time at that point. But once he said President Barack Obama, my heart just started pounding. I squeezed her hand, I gave him, "Yes, Mr. President." She knew who I was talking to. It was a crazy feeling. Like, you see him on TV and he's President Barack Obama addressing the nation, addressing the world, and at this time he called me Sal and he's talking to me on the phone and I'm sitting at my desk at work. It was crazy. I think it's easy to be humble when I truly feel the way I feel about the situation. I only did what I did because that's the next step. That was my piece of the puzzle that I was trying to fit in. Everyone else around me was doing everything else they could do, possibly. They were doing their own pieces of the puzzle. And to say that I did something stand out or I did something extraordinary or above and beyond, to me, everyone was doing that day. That's what had to happen from everyone. So to stand, you know, essentially alone and have my name be out there alone feels wrong, because everyone that was there that day did incredible stuff. So to be humble is only to be honest, I guess, for me.
How proud can you be the perfect husband? I mean, come on, really?
Yeah, well, we fit well together. I mean, we're not boastful about anything. That's just how we are. And people know that from knowing me on base. People know that from knowing us on base, you know. I'm proud of him. I always have been proud of him for this and for everything he's always done.
So what do you think's next?
I have no idea. That's what the exciting, nervous part is.
Starting to sink in?
I don't know if it's sinking in. I see the last couple days have been kind of such a whirlwind. Like I said, just trying to take it a day at a time. The next day is a new adventure, and try not to look too crazy while I'm stepping into this uncharted territory.
It is uncharted. You were the only living Medal of Honor recipient since the Vietnam War. I mean, that's got to mean something. You seem to be still stoic. Just because I know you, I'm kind of giddy on the inside. How do you keep so stoic?
It kind of goes back to the whole, there's going to be more coming. I foresee there's going to be more living Medal of Honor recipients, because what our country is doing at war in Iraq, in Afghanistan, day in, day out, for years on end, the American soldier is incredible. And what they're asked to do are huge tasks, and they accomplish them. And they move on and they accomplish other huge tasks until someone comes and relieves them. They come back to home station, and then they do it again until they can come back to home station. They'll do as many times as they need to, and they'll do whatever mission's put in front of them. So
Sounds good.
I think it all came about, the whole incident itself. Everyone was doing everything they were trained. There was no thought to it. I wasn't thinking the process through, you know, the battle drill. Just execute, execute. This is the next step. This is the next step. If this already happened, then I can jump to this step and move on from there. There was no thought. Anyone would have done the same thing. I've been in battle company for 6 years now. Well, 6.5 if you count my rear D time with battle company. And I know every man in battle company would have done the same thing. Every man in the ROC would have done the same thing. The 173rd would have done the same thing. That's the role we're filling as professional soldiers. I don't have another job. Nothing else is coming in. This is my job. This is my career for right now. And everyone else is doing the same exact thing. Same thing. It's an honor. I'll tell you what, the people I work with, I'm mediocre at best. Everyone else around me, this is one incident in my life. This is, I don't know how long it lasted. There was a time frame, but you know, these guys are back out there doing it again. And I'm standing here underneath this tree in Vicenza, Italy, essentially living the life compared to what they got going on right now. So I mean, those are the hard chargers. It means a lot to be able to say I'm in the 173rd. It means a ton to say I am in 2nd of the 503rd Battle Company. When I salute, I love saying battle hard. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what it means to me. I'm proud that I can say I serve those guys right now. It means a lot.
That's all I have. Another phone call was going to happen?
I was called the previous day by a gentleman from, I believe, the Pentagon, and he kind of told me, 17:05 the next day, I should be receiving a phone call from the President of the United States. Those are big words. I mean, it's a short phrase, but those are huge words. So, I mean, I kind of thought about it that night, but there's nothing to do with it other than wait, and you can't hold your breath for stuff like this because I can't hold my breath that long.